Yo, what is going on, guys? AJ here, back with another video, and in today's video I'm gonna be going over why free-to-play players need to be concerned about the future of their account. I'm gonna go over these three main points: managing resources, tower of adversity that needs 3 teams, and you need to worry about your 3 main DPSs, and I'm gonna go over the monthly shop. The first thing I want to get into is the monthly shop. Okay, so if we go to the monthly shop, you can see I have the aftershock coral right here. Now this is what you're going to be getting after you pull a 4-star/5-star. Majority of players know this. You can either go for the Radiant Tide, which is more pulls on the limited banner, or you can get the Forging Tide, which is more limited pulls for the weapon. The only thing I don't recommend is the Lustrous Tide. But something different from Honkai Star Rail and Genshin Impact is when we go to this, the middle coral, I don't know how to pronounce that, the oscillated coral, excuse my pronunciation. You can see here that there's Advanced Resonance Potion, LF Whispering Core, LF Howler Core, Crude Ring, Shell Credit. But there's 3 things missing here from this middle coral area. It's the Radiant Tide, Forging Tide, and Lustrous Tide. So the thing that they do different from Star Rail and Genshin Impact is, in Genshin Impact and Star Rail, every month or at a certain amount of time, they re-offer us for a certain amount of the middle coral right here. They offer us standard pulls and limited pulls. However, I collected mine, but in this game you can get standard, limited, and weapon pulls. The things that you guys want to make sure you do is, because you can also get weapon pulls in this game, you want to manage the amount of corals you have, because in Star Rail and Genshin, it's going to require less of that resource to get the standard and limited pulls. In this game, it's going to require us more corals, which is our resource, because we're now going to be getting 6 weapon pulls as well. This is going to allow us to stack these up, whether you want to pull on them and do singles immediately, whether you want to do a 10 pull, or you want to save up 80 for a certain character in the future where you're going to want that character and you're going to want that weapon. The next standpoint I want to go to is a tower of adversity and the teams you need and the DPSs. Let's transition into that. Okay, so as we can take a look at the tower adversity, most free-to-play players are probably right here. They're on the Resonant Tower or the Echoing Tower. However, this is not the actual, end game tower of adversity mode. This is just our standard mode where when you complete this, you'll get a certain amount of rewards. I recommend you complete it as fast as you can so you can enter into the hazard zone. Now the hazard zone, as you can see the Resonant Tower right here on the left. On the far right, you can see the Echoing Tower, and in the middle, you can see the Tower of Hazard. Now, the issue is that you can only use a team of 3 for 1 tower, and every time you use them, it reduces their energy limit. Basically, you can only use them a certain amount of times. So pretty much this team that I have right here, Jian, Jianshin, and Baiji, I basically can use them for all of this tower, this whole spot. But after that, they don't have enough energy or Vigor in their terms in Wuthering Waves to go on and do another side of the tower. So this is where the issue becomes for free to play, and why this goes back to managing your resources as well, is that number 1, you're gonna need 3 teams, and that means you're gonna need 3 main DPSs. On my other side, as you can see, Calcharo is my main DPS. But even me, someone who is a light spender, can't clear these 3 teams because I don't have 3 DPSs. However, I do, on the other hand, have 3 DPSs I will build. I have Calcharo, I have, as you can see, GN, and I have Encore. Now Encore is only level 20. I'm not building her yet. I do want to get Calcharo and GN to level 70 because I am close to pushing it. But if you're free to play and you're looking at this, you have to start managing resources primarily, not to be building up everybody. You can't just be going around saying, ooh, I have Calcharo, I'm going to build this. Ooh, I have Yang Yang, I'm going to build this. Ooh, I have Verena, GN, Jianshin. Like, you can't go around building all these characters. So my advice for free-to-play players is identify your 3 DPSs that you want to level up. That could be characters you like, that could be characters that are strong. So for me, I'm going with Encore, GN, and Calcharo, which also lets me know that in the future, right now, and this is going back to the resources category, I will not be pulling for someone like Jin Shi and Shang Li. Reason being is because Jin Shi, there's no information on what she is going to be. I don't think she will be a main DPS. She's probably going to be like an ice sub DPS if I was to take a guess. I do believe Shang Li will be a main DPS. That's just a guess. It could be flipped around though as well. So maybe she is. But even still, to me, I can't spread that many resources going forward, and I'm a light spender who has the battle pass. Imagine someone who is free to play like you trying to build multiple characters. You're just not going to have enough resources to level them up to their max potential. On top of that, you have to level up in this game traces, which are also going to require a lot of stamina and resources. So these are things you're going to have to farm for. These are things you're going to have to burn stamina on to get these characters up to push the end game mode. So that's one thing you have to be worried about. Another thing you have to be worried about, and this will be the final point, is who to pull for and how to manage your Astrite. Now, I know a lot of you guys can see, I know a lot of these are checked off, but as you can see right here, this is the male feature, and we got a free 5-star. We're getting a bunch of credits. All these pulls pretty much that they're giving us, because Kuro Games has been messing up. They want to compensate their players. One thing I recommend to everybody right now is don't get accustomed to this behavior. The reason being is because they do care about their fan base. They do care about their player base. They want to reward their players as much as they can. So right now, you're going to have to be currently managing your Astrite. Whether you're pulling for Jian right now, great. Make sure you're grinding the game. There's more Astrite if you want YinLin. However, if you guys are like, yeah, man, I got all these free pulls, let me go for Jian, and now I have all this Astrite and pulls, let me go for YinLin, you're going to be running out of Astrite really quick and pulls really quick, because they gave us all the extra, once again, from their mistakes. So now that they're not going to be making mistakes, they're ahead, they fixed the majority of issues. The only way you're going to be getting Astrite is from events and playing the game. So this is why you really need to be concerned with who you're pulling with and what you're spending your Astrite on. My recommendation for free to play is that if you want to get a bunch of characters, go ahead. However, if you want to even push your account's power fast, what I would recommend doing is getting a 5-star, then pulling for their weapon. Just because not only do I think you guarantee the longevity of a character, every character in any gacha game is going to get power crept. However, in Wuthering Waves, because it is this reaction slash action game, not everybody, when you see a data chart, oh, this is the maximum amount of damage, you're not going to ever be able to always pull off that maximum number. There's going to be only rare scenarios. You see what I'm saying? So my advice would be is, if you're a Jian user, go ahead and pull for the weapon. You know what I'm saying? If you're Calcharo, then why go after more standard banner characters, knowing that a lot of them are in an okay spot other than Encore, and you can go for Lustrous Razor right now to boost Calcharo's effectiveness, or if you want, go for Jian's weapon, just because if you want both Calcharo and Jian, this is an absolute 2-in-1. It works for both of them. But that's why I'm saying, when it comes to your resources, I think a lot of free-to-plays need to manage what they're doing. You know, if you want Encore and you have Encore, let's say, go for Cosmic Ripples. This is going to help boost the character and the longevity to where, let's say Cheng Li is a fire DPS coming out. Then you're going to look at this, and then you're going to be like, well, I have Encore, I have Cosmic Ripples. Do I really need Cheng Li? And how much, you know what I mean? Because once you have a character's weapon and them, it just pushes them so much further, man. And it's going to help you guys long term. But those are 3 bullet points I really wanted to talk about for free-to-play players, is manage your resources. Think about who you're going to get for your 3 DPSs and your 3 teams, because you can't build everybody. And don't get accustomed to getting all these rewards. It's going to dramatically slow down for you now. Kuro's fixed their issues. They want to make a great game for everybody. They're pushing characters out faster. They're pushing patch 1.1 faster. So you need to be ready. You need to be ahead of the game. You don't want to have astrite for like you don't want to have no astrite for a character that you're going to want in the future. You're going to want to be able to push end game and play it in the right way and get all those rewards. You basically don't want to brick your account or stop your progression or slow it down in a way where you didn't really need to do that or make that mistake. But that's it for this video. Please leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know if I missed or didn't touch on a certain topic that you would have liked to see in the future. And yeah, that'll be it, guys. Peace.